Everyone wants their life to change. We all tell ourselves that next Monday we'll finally become disciplined, next month we'll start eating healthy, and next year we'll get our life together. But if you've been saying that for years, you've probably realized that life doesn't change because a new date appears on the calendar. It changes because you decide to change. The truth is, you cannot completely fix your life in one day. But you can completely change the direction of your life in one day, and sometimes that's all you really need. Imagine you're driving to a place you've never been before. After an hour, you realize you've been heading in the wrong direction. You wouldn't keep driving just because you've already wasted an hour. You would simply turn around and start moving toward the right destination. The sooner you do it, the less time you waste. Life works exactly the same way. The biggest mistake most people make isn't making bad decisions. It's continuing those same decisions every single day. They stay in jobs they hate, ignore their health, keep putting off important work, and spend hours scrolling through social media every night. Not because they enjoy doing those things, but because they've become comfortable with the routine. One bad decision almost never ruins your life. Repeating that same decision hundreds of times usually does. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one day. It doesn't have to be next week, or when you finally feel motivated. Just choose tomorrow. When you wake up, don't immediately reach for your phone. Instead, find a quiet place, grab a notebook and a pen, and ask yourself one simple question. If my life stays exactly like this for the next 5 years, would I honestly be happy? Don't lie to yourself just because the answer feels uncomfortable. If your answer is no, then you've already done something that most people never do. You've admitted that something needs to change, and you can't solve a problem that you're pretending doesn't exist. Now divide your life into 4 simple areas: your health, your work, your relationships, and your daily habits. Give each one a score from 1 to 10 without overthinking it. The first number that comes to your mind is usually the most honest one. Now look at the lowest score. That is probably the area that's quietly making every other part of your life harder. Most people make the mistake of trying to improve everything at once. They want to wake up at 5, exercise every day, read more books, quit social media, save money, fix their sleep schedule, and learn a new skill all in the same week. It sounds exciting, but it's also the fastest way to become overwhelmed. Instead, focus on only the lowest score. If your health is suffering, start by going for a walk every day. If your finances are the problem, spend your free time learning a valuable skill instead of endlessly watching videos. If your relationships are falling apart, make the phone call you've been avoiding. You don't need 10 new habits. You need one habit that solves your biggest problem. Before you go to bed that night, do one small thing that makes tomorrow easier than today. Lay out your clothes, clean your desk, prepare tomorrow's work, apply for one job, or finally book that doctor's appointment you've been delaying. The task itself isn't important. What's important is proving to yourself that your future matters enough to prepare for it. Most people think motivation comes first and action comes second. But in reality, it's usually the opposite. Once you've completed one difficult task, the next one becomes slightly easier. Then the next one becomes easier again, and before you realize it, you've built momentum. By the end of the day, your life probably won't look very different from the outside. You won't suddenly become rich, lose 20 pounds, or wake up with all your problems solved. But something much more important will have changed. You'll finally have proof that you're capable of keeping promises to yourself. And once you trust yourself again, improving the rest of your life becomes much easier. Because fixing your life isn't about making one huge decision that changes everything overnight. It's about making one good decision today, another one tomorrow, and repeating that process until the person you wanted to become slowly becomes the person you are.